I'm Christy Cornelius, Faculty Coordinator for the Center for Teaching and Learning and also Professor of Early Childhood Education. This is Cindy Rossi, and she's a Professor of Business Management. Today we're going to talk about the first 4 weeks of class and how we foster student success or set our students up for a successful semester during those first 4 weeks. Cindy, can you tell us, let's just start with the first day of class. What are some of the things that you do to already help students be successful the first day of class?
The first day of class, my goal is to get to know them as close as personally as I can. Their name, what they do, share with the other students in the classroom, who they are, what do they want us to know about them.
Right.
To generate conversation.
Exactly.
To get to know them.
And you know, the first day, we already start building relationships with students. So when you think about it, building relationships with students, that will help retain our students and lead them to success also. The research clearly points that out. So what kinds of expectations do you try and set for your students that first day so they know, as far as the instructor in the class goes, what they're going to have to do?
I explain what is expected of them academically. I tell them that they're expected to read, they're expected to discuss. I want them to know that I will notice if they're not there. They are expected to talk every day they come in, and the assignments, what's due, when it's due, all that stuff is laid out for them.
Okay. And how about the syllabus? Do you give them a syllabus the first day, or do you talk about what's on the syllabus? Again, just clearly making them know the expectations.
I do go over the syllabus. I actually do not, I'm paperless, so I show them where to find the syllabus on Blackboard. Communication, email communication is always there. Oftentimes students lose the syllabus, so I just make sure it's always there. You can always find it, and yes, I go over the syllabus and ask any questions that they have.
Right.
What's due, when it's due, what expectations I have for them.
Right. Something else that has led to student success, the research says that if we can just get to know the students personally just a little bit, or some little tidbit of information about them. For instance, if you notice a student comes into your class nearly every time carrying a Cardinals cup or wearing a Blues jacket or something, that might be a little conversation starter that you have with that student. And again, these are things that we can just notice or pick up on during the first 4 weeks of class to build those relationships. When you build relationships with students, how about communicating with them through email, your office hours? Tell us what you try and do.
I encourage my students to come see me if they have any questions. I usually email them weekly, if not daily. I let them know that I check my emails 3 times a day: morning, midday before I leave work, and at night when I'm at home usually. The weekends they'll see me at odd hours because when I wake up I just check my computer. So I'm there for them, whether it's in class, if it's not in class, by email, for them to get to know me and where I am. And I encourage them to come to my office, especially for examples. If they're having trouble in class and I see they're not comfortable asking questions, I say, here I am, come see me, that's what I'm there for.
Right, again, building those relationships. And how about, just lastly, if you have a student that you already notice the first few weeks of class is struggling, can you tell us what you do to reach out to that student?
I ask them subtly to see me after class. Have a conversation personally, one-on-one. Let them know that no matter what the issues are, I need to know what's going on. The more classes you miss, the harder it's going to be. I follow up that way, one-on-one in class, and email them. If they're missing assignments, I'll email them and say, hey, I noticed you're having a pattern here. What can I do to help? What is going on? Just let me know. Don't feel like you're going to hurt my feelings. You're paying for this class. Let's get to the root of what I need to show to help you. We've got a lot of sources for them.
Right. So you're always available and you're always there to help, and you get that message across that you are there for them and you want them to be successful.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great idea, Cindy. Thanks so much. And again, setting the expectations and getting to know our students and getting to know their names, the first 4 weeks of class helps set them up to be successful.